Alright, good morning everyone and welcome to Yosemite National Park. Oh my gosh, this is such a change. Olmsted Point, guys. Oh my. And there's like no official path really or barriers. Oh my gosh, you could easily slip off. Oh my goodness. Just look at the valley below. Woo! I just scared myself. I couldn't find the trail. I started going down the hill, or down the giant side of the boulder, I guess, and I couldn't find the trail because it's really not like well-defined trails here. It's just kind of like open wilderness. I think this is really a hiking sort of place. See, do you see a path here? There's barely a path to find. That's how a lot of this place is so far. Really, the best time to go to national parks is early in the morning or late at night, because there's nobody around. You get to drive wherever you want, and of course the sunrise / sunset are always beautiful. So because this place is like so straight up like in the nature, not established, I wonder if I'll just run into animals. I hope I don't run into a bear. Oh, look at the reflection. So I'll tell you, this morning at 6 a.m. it was freezing, but standing right here in the sun, perfectly in the sun. Oh my gosh, it's so warm. It's so weird. We've spotted a brown bear right there in the middle of the screen.
You see it? Yeah, I can see him.
It's so far away though. Yeah, now.
Yes, let me see for one.
I decided to move closer. Look, you can see him. Looking right at me. He hears me. Oh my gosh, look at... He's staring right at me. Heading down into the Yosemite Valley. This really expands and extends forever. Now this is really the entrance to Yosemite Valley. Now that I'm down the valley, just look at the scale of that. If that surprises me, I'm sure the Grand Canyon will make it even better. I just saw that they had something called Swinging Bridge, and I said I had to come check it out. Because if you don't know me, I'm looking for a good suspension bridge to go on. I want that scare. Well, the bridge is not that epic, but the view... Just as I was walking out, I realized what this is down here. Look, that's the falls. At least I'm assuming that's what they are, but man. And I realized, I can't believe I almost walked out without seeing that. So at first I thought it was just the campgrounds that were like really minimalistic and like they were really just like meant to be like, you know, tent and like car campground. But no, I'm pretty sure it's official now that that Yosemite is like a minimalistic, I guess you maybe say low budget, maybe not low budget. It's a park where like all there is really just hiking and tent camping, and like there's no real main buildings, there's no real reservations, hotels. The visitor center is like a tiny little dome. The hotel is like nothing. It doesn't even count as like a hotel in my opinion. Not that that's bad, but I'm just saying that's what it is here. And they have a free hybrid shuttle here. I don't know where it takes you. I heard rumors about that, but that's so weird. As always, overwhelmed by so much stuff to do, guys. I don't know what I'm going to do. But at the visitor center, they're very helpful here. It is kind of like a far way to go to a lot of the places around here because there's really not parking, so it's not really vehicle accessible. But they do have the free shuttle, which takes you to a lot of the places. So I'm going to plan out my trip now. So it's pretty cool. They have like the wildlife center here. They have a gallery. They have their own post office here in the Yosemite Village. And they actually have 2 shuttles. So one of them does like the central valley, lower valley, and then the other one goes a little bit further. I know the central one's free, and I believe the other one is free as well, but it's a pretty cool, it's a good setup. It's really nice, and it stops you at all the nice iconic places. But really, it's only like a 5-mile loop area, so I'm just gonna take my bike and go at my own pace. Just mind-blowingly beautiful. Oh my gosh. Where did such mountains come from? I have to say, this national park though is so bike friendly. They have beautiful paths, of course it's for people too, but they have bike racks everywhere, everything. So you definitely want a bicycle to go around this lower valley area. I mean, you could take the bus, but then you can't go at your own pace, but like pretty much everywhere is accessible via bike. You could walk, but like biking just cuts the time in a third. I will say all of the rocks here are really slippery, so be careful when climbing on the rocks because it looks like it's dry and everything, but it can be really slippery still. Literally, I can just like slide down this. Look at that. Woo! Stop number 1, Mirror Lake. You see the rock? Oh, it's upside down. That's so cool. Beaver action. Look at that. That's cool. I would love to see a beaver. Look at that. A deer right next to me. This deer really doesn't mind people. Look at that. He's just walking around. He actually came up to, he followed the other people who were in front of me. Well, I'll tell you, that's a much better close-up than when I was in Yellowstone. Look at it, he's running now. He's not running from me, though, that's the thing. See, I was saying this before, they run and they really do bounce their butt up and down. He stopped now, but he was doing it earlier. It really is just so peaceful and so nice. Look at this, we have everybody, oh, well, not babies, but... This big tree is really cool, look at this, it tells you Battle of Hastings, Magna Carta, Landing of Columbus, Landing of Pilgrims, Independence, Civil... Just met some awesome people from Illinois, gave them some travel advice for here in Yosemite. But now we're at Yosemite Falls! Lower Falls of Yosemite Falls. That's a mouthful. Let me get a better view. Woo-wee! Look at that falls! You're allowed to climb out on the rocks, so that's exactly what I'm gonna do. You know me, I love climbing. I have to say thank you, Dad. It helps to be tall and have long arms and long legs because this is hard. This is so cool. So it's best to walk in crevices, and I think it's even less slippery on the wet rocks than on the dry rocks. Note that, guys, but you have to be very... So I made it all the way to the top of the lower falls. Look at that! Woo! Now it's time for a quick drink. Ah, delicious. But the thing is, I wanted to get over there to those rocks, but the only way is here. Do you think I can make it? There's not much, especially right there. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but that's the only way. I think I got it. I got a little more wet than I had hoped, but I made it! Ah! I've made it to the best spot on the lower falls. I am so proud. Oh my gosh, this is so awesome. I have people looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, how did I get up here? I just love climbing. King of the Lower Falls! Yes! Ah! That is just so awesome. This gets close to the Montmorency Falls in Quebec. I still think those beat it though. And this definitely beats Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls is cool and big and all that to see, but you don't get anywhere near as close or intimate with it. This is awesome. Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. My little minions. It was an epic journey. You guys have to come out to the Yosemite Falls if you're out here. Also, again, I don't know, I think it's just all national parks. They're always filled with Spanish-speaking people and Asian people. I don't know, maybe Asia because they don't have this kind of thing in Asia, but the Spanish, I don't know. I just had this amazing lady, though, take my photo. She is a great photographer, I have to say that, and I got to thank her in Spanish. I was excited. So I'm here at Centennial Bridge, and this talks about all the floods that they've had here. The water used to be up this high when they flooded. Look, 1997 used to be up that high. 55. I can't imagine being here when the water rose that high. Yeah, guys, definitely get here early because the visitor center parking lot is full, and that place had a lot of space, and they already are full, so they're parking people far away. Well, man, what an epic journey so far, and we have just begun. Now we have to go to, what's it called? I forget, it's the point. Glacier Point. And then there's tons of stuff there on the way. I'm probably going to do it all on the way back, because that's the way I'm going to leave, and I want to make sure I get to Glacier Point when the sun's not in the way. And you guys can do this awesome ride. I didn't do it, but this looks pretty cool.
Came out here from New York on a holiday in
What's
March,
up?
and it was spring.
Just the enormity of this stuff is so crazy. The trees, the mountains, the logs, everything. Like, I feel like I need to start making up words to describe the enormity of these things that I'm seeing and the amazingness. Like, I need to come up with make some new words. So on the way to Glacier Point is Tunnel View, and that is really one heck of a view. I just met these awesome people. I love it when people ask me to take photos for them, because then it's an opportunity for me to talk to them, and then they always say something about my bow tie, and then I always give them a flyer. And I just met these awesome people who are from Pennsylvania. They drove a Toyota Camry all the way from Pennsylvania. They went to Mount Zion. They went to a couple other places, but I just gave them a flyer. It's just, I love meeting people like that. It's so much fun. Look at the street all the way down there. That's the road that I used to come in, I think. Hi, bejeezies. I said I wasn't going to be stopping a lot, but some of these views just, I have to stop. I've got plenty of time. So just one more stop before Glacier Point. This is Washburn Point, guys. And there, oh, that's actually pretty cool. You can see the falls. You can see the falls pretty much from anywhere here. Like everywhere, you just have to look for them. You can always find them. Man, this is just crazy. Can you believe that? I used to be way down there, even farther south than that. Down in the valley. There's Yosemite Falls. Because there's another one. I think I saw the sign for that one, but I wasn't going to go to it because it's like a hike to get to it. And I did my fair share of hiking today. And then there's Half Dome. That's the thing that used to be a full lake mountain, and then it split at some point. I don't really know the story. This is so amazing. That fall is a serious fall. I did not realize that. How big it is. So what's even cooler is I just met this guy whose great-great-great-great-grandfather was a warrior in this area. And in 3 weeks' time, he and his family are going to be taking the trek all the way up this valley, over the hill, and into the lake that's named after his father. They do it every year, and that's just so cool to meet somebody who has a family who's like related to this park and all that stuff. He said Yosemite is his home. And I picked up a new hat. How do you guys like it? I like it. I think it looks good like this, right? All this. Alright, you all are going to have to check out Facebook to see these awesome photos. Sarah, who did not respond to me, hopefully you're watching this and respond to me on Facebook. For all of you who don't know, she's the photographer that I met at Crater Lake, and she showed me this awesome idea of taking photos using my lens as like the and it's kind of hard when you are doing it like a selfie because your phone shows up in the lens, but I'm making it work, and it's amazing stuff. Welcome to Glacier Point. There's Half Dome, which broke literally just because of the ice. I thought we were at Glacier Point already, but I guess not. That was not it. But you can see I was all the way down there earlier today. Man, you got a good view of the park down there. You got the whole view. Look at that. Half Dome. Oh my. And then the valley below. Look at that, you can see the pool. This beats looking over any city from the top of a tower. And it literally continues all the way around. You can see. So there's the other fall. The other one's down there somewhere, but it just goes all the way. That's just crazy that when the ice broke, it brought all that rock down, and now it's all in the valley below. I think it's when you do photo shoots that you really meet the most people, and then that's when you make the connections, and some people just love the bow tie thing. But this is just a wicked view. Look at that. That's where I was today. I was down there. I cannot believe it. I was down there, and an hour and a half later, I'm all the way up here seeing this amazing stuff. Okay, so I'm back here at Tunnel View because there's more to it than just this scenic view. If you go back in the tunnel, there are holes that you can look out to the side. When I stopped at Tunnel View the first time, I hadn't gone through the tunnel yet, and I was going through, and I thought I saw like a light, a random light. No idea why that bus was just honking and still honking. What the heck? Okay, but yeah, either way, so I was driving through and I saw a light, and I was like, wait, what was that? And I was like, I have to check on the way back. So luckily I remembered, and I was driving back, I looked out, and there's a hole you can see out. Like, I don't know what to expect, but I'm going back in the tunnel. Yes! Found it. Here it is. I don't know if you're supposed to be in here or not. Probably not by the looks of it, but I'm here. Yeah, look at this. It just straight up opens up to the edge of a cliff. I didn't think the gate was going to be open because there's two of them. There's one closer to one entrance and one closer to each entrance. And the other one looked like it was closed, but this one's not. But you can see the river all the way down there. And the road is right down there. I'm almost pretty sure now that I don't belong back here, but if you guys are here, you guys should definitely go check out that view. Oh, and I forgot to mention this earlier. Yosemite is really cool. Actually, all of California is really cool because they have like paid phones all along the highways and national parks, stuff like that, so you can pull over and make a phone. Yo, look, this is so cool. So like, we have like Amish people here. We have like the Asian people here. All the Asian. We have a few locals. A lot of French. Like, so culturally diverse. Except that I'll say the Hispanics and the Asians definitely dominate this national park. Is that all these awesome places are like so hard to get to. Such like a pain in the butt to get into Yosemite and such a pain in the butt to get out. I'm still trying to get out, and I literally almost just like had a car accident. I just full up, straight up, stopped in front of me, almost crashed into him. Thank God the brakes worked, but all the stuff in my back of the car flew up to the front. It was ridiculous. I will say that all in all, Yosemite is awesome. I literally just found a Starbucks that doesn't let you use their bathroom unless you're a customer. That's like never happened before. That's ridiculous. And so on that note, that's the end of my day. I'm in San Leandro, and then I'm going to Oakley tomorrow morning.